All right, hello. Welcome back, everyone. We have lots to do here today. I'm going to show you the world map. We gotta, well, I guess I gotta pick it up. I gotta connect to the trailer, and then you'll see that we have an 11-hour journey ahead of us. So let's load in. Let's reset my viewpoint, and we're hauling cement. Weird. That wasn't what I was expecting. Am I new at this? Well, I'll tell you what, I'm a little confused here. Looked to me like I was squarely on. Well, this is weird. I'm going to have to use cheater cam. Oh, I guess I'm not on. Well, that's interesting. That is super weird. Huh. Anyway. Okay, so now that we're hooked up, let me get rolling here. As we get lined up to get out of here, I will show you the world map so you can see what we're doing here today. We got some cement from, I forget where we're going, but we're continuing our Eastern European tour. We're discovering some new cities. We're going way up here all the way through Warsaw and to Plock. I assume that's how you say that. And then I don't know what we're really going to be able to get out of Plock to continue up the eastern edge of the map, but that's what we're aiming to do. But we got an 11-hour trip in front of us today. We got to sleep within the next 3 hours, and what I should have done right there was find a place to sleep. So let me make sure we got that sorted out. There's a service station. We've already, actually, where we dropped off at the end of the last trip, I think it was here. There doesn't appear to be a company there, but that's where it was. So we can probably sleep here. No, that's going to be a garage. We can't sleep there. This will be our first sleep opportunity. So, there'll be a border crossing between here and there. We got a little bit to go. Don't you worry. We'll sleep. But as you can see, I only have 3 hours to get there. So we got to get a move on. Sorry, I'm skipping gears. I'm so worried, so nervous about getting to sleep. Trying to be realistic with the stop signs and all. Oh my god, I can't shift. So I've been away from the game for a little bit. I actually got really seriously back into iRacing. Yeah, it reminds me I have some work to do on my oval license before, I guess before Monday. I gotta get my 278 safety rating up to a 3. But first of all, we got some cement to transport before then. Oh my god, I have missed third gear at every opportunity yet today. Alright, so passing that Volvo provides a good segue to get into my next point, which is Volvo has unveiled their next variant of the FH series, which is pretty cool. It's much like the Volvo VNR of in the traditional style truck, the American style truck. The cab over variant is very much like the last generation one. Fair game, whatever. That's fine. I'm gonna move the mic just a little bit. Move the mic and move myself. So yeah, that's a thing that's been unveiled. The 1.37 open beta is available for ATS, and the highly anticipated F-Mod sound engine, I guess is what you would call it. It's out, and it's very much in beta. And in my opinion, it's still pretty rough. So rough, in fact, that I have decided to wait. I reverted back to 1.36 after less than an hour with that. And I totally support SCS for doing it. I think it'll be awesome. It's just that right now, it's really rough. Like, I'm sure, you know, many of their early alphas and betas are like this, but Fmod is definitely very rough. Just there's almost no sound whatsoever with the windows up in the cab. What's going on over there? Is that like a real actual traffic accident? Looks like it. But yeah, so there's almost no sound whatsoever in the cab with the windows up. And then if you open the windows, it would be fine, but like I was assuming they would come out also with better SCS truck sounds, but I'm not sure they're any different than before. It seems like the old truck sounds are just the new truck sounds. Now there is apparently a lot more of a kind of an open canvas for modders to do their stuff, but until they do their stuff, Fmod is...
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Fmod is in a pretty rough state, to be quite honest with you.
Take the exit.
But I fully, I'm all about SCS pushing forward that. I think it's really good and positive that they are pushing that. Because honestly, that's somewhere where like I was pretty much okay. How much time do I have? Hour 54, but I do think I'm good. But yeah, I was pretty much okay with how the soundscape was. But you know, it made everyone entirely dependent on mods to play the game, unless you're some sucker who plays Truckers MP all the time. But no, that's fine. I know thousands of people do that. I just don't like it without mods. And the driving on there is so wild unless you're in a pretty organized convoy, and then you still got idiots out there, and you still got intercontinental lag. So, nah, I stay off Truckers MP. But yeah, so the former soundscape was that you pretty much you had to use mods, and that's just the way of it. And I was okay with that. I have a mod for everything pretty much, so it is cool to see them pushing the envelope in a way that I didn't even know I wanted. I was going to roll it right there. So another development has been, I mean, if you're into this game enough to watch this video, maybe you already know about this, but there's been like a new discovery, quite honestly, about like graphics and anti-aliasing and stuff. So there's this new way everybody's doing stuff. That involves you downloading the NVIDIA Profile Inspector, and it's actually super cool. So it's pretty technical. So if you're intimidated by that kind of back-end tinkering, then maybe don't do it. But it does transform the game to the point where I might stop using Naturalux. In fact, this very gameplay you're watching is kind of a test by myself. Like, I'm testing to see if I want to keep Naturalux in, or if I don't need a graphics mod anymore, or what. I might switch back to Project Next Gen. I'm not sure, but this new Profile NVIDIA Inspector thing is mind-blowing. It just really sharpens up the game and seems to like, I want to say add detail, but I don't think it does add detail. It just really refines what was already there. So like ground textures are way better. I'm not sure that's going to show up on YouTube in 1080p, but in 4K, this game is a whole new animal, which I can't believe how many times I've said that about this game. You guys remember how excited I was already about the performance of the game. Just the very fact that I could get Naturalux working for the first time in a long time. So to have now this graphics, I don't want to call it a mod. It's like re-engineering. They're pretty much changing the way the graphics card works with the game. And it's really impressive. I can't believe a couple guys figured this out about how the game works, but it's really great. Really, really great. This is, now I believe this is the only profile that I run any graphics mods on either game, ATS or whatever the other one is, ETS2, the one we're playing. They're kind of, not only are they unnecessary, but like, I'm not psyched with how this looks right now. I never really was psyched with the midday settings in whatever this game is, ETS2 with Naturalux. So I kind of expect that around sunset time, I will be pretty excited. That'll be my first time seeing Naturalux. But like, look how blown out this road is. That's not good. So we might switch back to Project Next Gen or nothing. I'm tempted to try JBX, but it's like 15 bucks. That's how much. It's pretty much payware. I gotta take a sip of my drink. Hold on a sec. So anyway, game looks great and all. Game looks incredible. But I'm just not totally sure about Naturalux if I'm running this enhanced graphics mod within NVIDIA Profile Inspector. It's pretty wild that a couple guys figured this out about the game. I mean, this kind of performance probably has been there at least since DX11. Oh, man, it's pretty incredible. I thought I was going to get to a sleeping spot pretty soon, but maybe not. Ooh, I'm a little worried about how rain is going to look with this. Just so you know, I probably am going to... Yeah, I'm getting tired. I am going to try out probably Project Next Gen for the next video. Kind of feeling that Project Next Gen for the next one. Unless I'm really wowed by this around sunset. And by wowed, I mean like more so than ever before. What is going on over there? Traffic. Whoa! Sorry about that. I had to do everything I could to keep it on two wheels. Have I missed my sleeping opportunity? I didn't think I did, but I am real close. I bet 23 minutes. I better be really close. Oh no, it's up here. We're gonna, unless I can sleep. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll just go over here. That was, for some reason I thought I would get there, but apparently not. Is that a speeding? Awful. Awful. I had to speed to get in front of this guy.
Turn left.
I'm gonna make this light. That's perfect. I kind of needed to in order to get to this service station on time. Nice if I made this light. But it doesn't look like I will. Oh, there we go. Really, kind of need to make this next light too. Speed limit is 50. How close do you think I'm going to be on sleep? I'm not even going to park correctly. I'm just going to go in and try to get my sleep.
Navigation resumed.
Heads up, gentlemen. I'm sleeping. Whew, we got it. No fine. It is going to be dark, however. And do I have time for another sleep? I wouldn't mind just sleeping and then driving through the day. Because as it stands, we'll drive through the night, but there's a lot of night driving. 11 hours. No, I don't have time to sleep, so we're driving through the night. Alright, and on that note, I don't think I need any upgrades on my truck, so I guess it'll be nice to
Turn left.
generally not have to worry about traffic. And we're off. Now I think we will be eventually making a left turn, so that's why I'm hopping to the left lane right now. Oops, I wasn't expecting to hop back in the cab there. I was against my wishes. Speed limit 90, that seems a little extra for this neighborhood. Oh, here we go, back down to 50.
Use the left lane. There, turn left.
Still got 9 hours, so sorry in advance. This will be maybe the longest video on the channel so far. I suppose after such a long break, though, maybe that's necessary. So what are the news? After this NVIDIA Profile Inspector Madness, Kreischbaum released a new sound for the DAF XF. This one's for the Euro 6 engine, so I think the same engine that he did a mod for the Scania R Series. So it's awesome, but unfortunately it's for the other DAF that we don't have. Ah, there is a new DAF mod out, but I think it's also for the other DAF, not this one. So I'll sort that out. I'll find that, but we don't have that truck anyway. Anything else new? ATS seems to have the new Mac Anthem confirmed. As soon as the 1.37 beta came out, people were in the files. What is it called? Data hacking, data mining. That's it. Ooh, I actually need gas too. This is where I meant to sleep. Anyway, might have gone too far right there. No, they're gonna give it to me. But yeah, so the Mac Anthem has been found in the 1.37 game files. So that's cool. Oops, wrong gear. So yeah, well, I guess when 1.37 comes out for real, that truck should be in there somewhere. And what else? 1.37. That's I don't. Well, so yeah, here's the funny thing. The 1.37 beta is already out on ATS. I assume it's got to be within a week on ETS2, and it's just looking to me like ProMods as a whole is going to completely miss 1.36. I'm getting a little worried of that because we're on 1.36, and we kind of have been for like 5 months. I mean, it's March at the time of recording this, so March, February, January. Didn't 1.36 come out in like November? So
Take the exit on the right.
ProMods is very possibly going to miss 1.36 entirely, which is a damn shame. It may have even been longer than November, but yeah, ProMods I'm a little surprised to see them miss an entire game update.
Turn left.
This is definitely the longest I can remember them ever taking to update ProMods for a new game launch. And though, technically they did get a little update out there, but it was just, I think it's 2.43. And the main thing I like from it is that the company and trailer pack is updated, but you still kind of lose out on some of the new Black Sea DLC if you're running ProMods. That's pretty much the way of it. So that is not ideal, but neither is driving through the night. Sorry, guys. I normally find a way to skip this one, but today we got to do it. What do you think? I think Naturalux looks great now that it's evening. I was never a real big fan of their daytime lighting system. It just looks too blown out normally. So I am still going to try Project Next Gen for the next video. But this is my first time seeing Naturalux on Profile, NVIDIA Inspector, and all that stuff. NVIDIA Profile Inspector. Let me take a sip of my beverage here. About 3 a.m. This is absolutely my favorite dashboard in the game. You know what? I do have quite a few new mods actually in the mix. I have a couple new trucks. A lot of them are just new trucks because when I play on other profiles, I still do a lot of quick jobs and I like having those different trucks in there. But yeah, I guess it's been kind of quiet on the ATS front. But a new auto car truck came out for ATS. I think I just said ATS, but I meant ETS. But now, this time with the auto car, I do mean to talk about ATS because there is a new-ish auto car mod out, and it is glorious. And the same guy is working on a couple other ones. One of them being the Freightliner Century class, which I very fondly remember. There was a time when I don't know where you're watching this from, but in America we have our native trucking companies. I'm sure every part of the world has their own, but there's two big ones on the East Coast called JB Hunt and Schneider, and they were both changing over from International, I think it's International 9300. It's a truck that's also in this game, and they were both changing over from that to the Century class when I first kind of started noticing that trucks are a thing and paying attention to the brands and the styles and stuff. So I would say that was around the early 90s that happened. Something like that. Probably 2001, 2, 3 range, something like that. All of the, not all of the, but those two companies, and I think Walmart was using also not the same International, but like some kind of cab over design was the Walmart truck. It's weird. It's a shame that there are no cab overs really in use in America anymore. I mean, it's just, I guess it's a fuel thing.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. Take the exit.
I do guess it's a fuel savings thing. It's just the standard long-nose American-style cabins are more fuel efficient, I'm told, and that affects the bottom dollar more than anything else. I think it's mechanics, from what I'm told, prefer working on cab overs, but do you think they listen to the mechanics? I think that's how it was told to me, to the big JB Hunt Schneider corporate CEOs. Do you think they listen to the mechanics, or do they listen to the dollars? So it's 3:45 in the morning. I must be getting pretty far up north because it's looking pretty bright out. Would have liked the sunrise, but it looks like we're not going to get one. which means Naturalux. It's been real, but we'll see it. No sunrise, I can't be having that. And I am blowing the speed limit out of the water. 70? 70 feels too low, but I'll roll with it. I forgot I pay for gas now, so I do need to watch that. Speaking of bottom dollars and economists, I do need to be careful of my fuel usage. Not really careful per se, but I don't want to damage my own truck and waste my own fuel running those high RPMs. So if I can sit here at, what am I at? About 9,000 RPMs?
Turn left. Turn left.
It does look like this should have been a pretty sunrise. It looks like the light itself is fine, but I don't see anything in terms of sunrise, right? And here we are, 4:10 in the morning, and it's looking pretty light already. At least we get to drive through more daylight, but I really was looking forward to that Naturalux sunrise. So one cool thing, it's kind of an added benefit, side piece benefit of this whole profile, NVIDIA profile inspector thing I'm dragging on about. One of the benefits is that it has some options to make things load in from further away. So here we are, Naturalux sunrise. Get hyped. Looks like we're driving right at it. But yeah, so cool things about that. It allows us to choose to make oh, I turn left here. Traffic, trees, parked cars, pedestrian, traffic, all render in a little sooner. Are you serious? I'm turning. You guys need to go. And I'm going to miss out on the sunset because I'm going to be sitting at this intersection. Really thought I had third gear in my grasp right there. So we're going to miss this sunset, huh? Sunrise. Looks like a good one. I'm going to hop out of the cab here and check it out. Actually doesn't look that great. That's weird. What do I got to go here? Hold on. 6 hours, 20 minutes to go. And it's in the, yeah, no, I'll be finishing around 11 in the morning, so I will not have a chance to see a sunset. This is it. Pretty underwhelming. I'm definitely going to switch to, what are you doing, maroon car? Switch back to Project Next Gen after this. I mean, this is very nice, but just not as nice as I would expect from Naturalux. Looks a little mixed up. Ooh, are you guys, since I probably have a fairly international audience here, I'm going to bring this up. I wouldn't normally on an American video, but you guys psyched for F1 season? We are a week away. Testing just wrapped up. There was a day where Kubica, or Kubica, if you say it like that, got the fastest lap of the day. Didn't see that coming.
Continue straight.
Robert Kubica, that's right. I always want to say Brian, which is why I didn't say anything right there, because I knew I was going to be wrong. I was going to say Robert Kubica. Or no, that's his real name. Brian. I either want to say Brian or... Pretty much Brian is my go-to, but it's Robert Kubica. I think it's Kubica. But yeah, Mercedes introduced a new steering technology that they're calling DAS, which is, what the heck does that stand for? I forget now. Drive angle switching. I don't know. this could be a good thumbnail if I hadn't already taken the thumbnail. But I'm going to hop out of the cab and let you look at the sunrise here from Naturalux. Once I'm straight on the bridge, I'll hop out. This is looking pretty beautiful. Maybe I'll end up sticking with Naturalux. I am going to give Project Next Gen a try. One of my issues with with Project Next Gen is that night times are never very dark. But this night wasn't very dark, so I don't have a leg to stand on in that sense. I'm gonna drop down to 11th gear here, or just neutral. Just take away my choice. Just make it neutral. Also, game stability has been fantastic for me lately. There's a couple things I can do on purpose to make it crash, which I know that's dumb, and why would you ever do something on purpose? It's kind of just for me, just a kind of a systems check.
200 yards. Turn left.
To make sure I still understand what's going on.
Turn left.
Is a speed bump up ahead, or is that just a regular? I think it's a regular crosswalk. Orland. See, this does look beautiful, doesn't it? This is why I'm kind of inclined to just stick with Naturalux. This is incredible. Beautiful, right? This would be a great screen grab if I hadn't already done it. Still gonna take one. That's just kind of for like Instagram or something, but I love it. Beautiful. I'm speeding a little bit. We're gonna drop to 11th gear here. But yeah, see, like in the far distance, the just that traffic, like it doesn't pop in and out anymore. That's thanks to the NVIDIA Profile Inspector changes that you're able to make. So yeah, there's you can make, what is it, pedestrians, parked cars, and traffic all load in from further away. And there's something somewhere that has made like terrain also load in from further away, which means like you really don't see any popping in and out. The only time I ever see that now is on Grand Utopia, which, fair enough. Speed limit 70, all right, let's go, let's go. It's about 6:29 in the morning, so I do think morning rush hour should be getting going here soon. Speed limit, I mean, it was saying 70 on that sign right there. Uh-oh. Does look pretty good, doesn't it? So, like, no matter where you look, there truly is, it looks like, no real popping in from anything. Trees, cars, traffic, pedestrians. You really don't see it. That is thanks to... I actually don't think that specific trait is from the NVIDIA Profile Inspector. I think that actually comes from settings that the same forum thread teaches you how to do all of that stuff. But the Profile NVIDIA Inspector, it's kind of like Reshade, but better and not bad.
Continue straight.
But I remember with reshade settings I used to use, I was able to get the trees to kind of look like that, but not with such stability, not without performance hits. So this is definitely best of both worlds. How close am I wonder? 3 hours, 42 minutes. Gonna have to sleep pretty directly.
Turn left. Turn left.
You know what? I've gotten too used to having slightly better brakes than that. Nope. You know what I should do is change those other profiles to match this. Because I kind of like the challenge that this one affords you. Radom. Radom discovered.
Continue straight.
Speed limit. 70 seems a little quick for this little town we're in, but okay. If they say so. There we go. That's down to 50 there, like I would expect. So what is this job going to be worth once we get there? $16,000 minus the $500 fine that we already got for speeding that one time, and also we paid for fuel. I wasn't paying attention to how much that cost. I couldn't even see it actually. I had the console hidden. Try to keep the screen clutter free. So as soon as we can afford it, we'll get a GPS in that dashboard slot. But until then, we just have the little TomTom over there. Eastern Europe. I guess this is what it's like. Lots of highways and pine trees and byways and I don't know, I just wanted to say highways and byways. Look at that. Almost no popping in to speak of. Got some trees right there really far away, and I could probably fix that. I just don't want to give my, I just don't want to overload my graphics card too much. We better bring it back to 12th gear here. Three hours to go. What is it? 7, just about 8 a.m.
Continue straight.
So anything that you'd specifically like to see me do or test on the 1.37 beta when it comes out, because I'm down for things. I'm hoping there's a couple updated sound mods that are just at least starting to experiment with the possibilities of Fmod when we get there. Because like I'm told there's a lot more you're going to be able to do, it's just that nobody was ready for this and pretty much nothing's being done with it yet. But I know John Ruda already updated his trucks kind of for it, but even he hasn't figured it out yet, so that's a thing.
Take the exit on the left.
I was gonna say I should have the right of way here. Interesting little part of the world. I love that you really never run out of stuff to see with ProMods. I drove quite a bit of Grand Utopia yesterday, and I really specifically took some jobs from places that I've never been to before, just in terms of streets and companies. I've been to every city a lot, but there was a couple major roads that I just hadn't happened to be on that I kind of had to go out of my way to take them, but a couple new companies I hadn't delivered for, so it was pretty cool. It's been really cool. And it was with the new profile inspector settings and all that, so it's breathed some new life in the game. I've also been on ATS quite a bit, although not with this profile thing, so I gotta check that out too. Damn. That I can't wait for. I might do that right after this. I kind of want to try out Project Japan as well, though. I have that downloaded to my computer, I think, or maybe just, I think it's in my Google Drive, but yeah, that, I'm told that is a incredible map, and I should check that out as well, especially if I like kind of urban city driving, so that will be something to look forward to.
Use the right lane.
1 hour 55. This has been a long video. Thank you, gentlemen, if you made it this far, and lady, if there's any women watching. On Instagram the other day, maybe yesterday or the day before, a page I followed shared a meme. There's a girl on Twitter saying, imagine thinking your man's all fine and then coming home to find he has a rainbow keyboard and 2 monitors set up. And I left a comment to be like, sorry, it's 3 monitors, love. Although I actually only play on 1. I would be tempted to try 3, but I don't really have space for it. That's really the biggest factor of why I haven't tried it. I don't currently have money for that kind of investment, but I have in the past. And the other big thing is that I have VR, so I really don't need 3 monitors. And having Track IR is better for recording anyway. So if I had 3 monitors, it would just be I would only use that when I played by myself anyway, so I don't think you'll very often, if ever, catch me with 3 monitors. Maybe if I hit win the lottery and have money for all kinds of crazy stuff, but until then, I don't think so. Also missed the next sunset because of sleep. Again, we got to sleep about an hour or so after we drop this off, it looks like. I think we got 1 hour 35 to go on this trip, 3 hours 15. So we're going to have a little under 2 hours until we have to rest again. Some of that time will be devoted to picking up the next trailer, but we're definitely going to not make it past probably about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. At best. I really think it'll be somewhere between 12 and 12:30 that we have to sleep, so I will probably just sleep whenever it's convenient. That's unfortunate. Maybe the trip we're doing. You know what I'll probably do is sleep before we get the next trailer, and then see if that job will allow me to sleep. Because if it's a long one, anywhere near as long as this, I will have time to sleep. Sorry about that. I have no clue how long I was speeding right there.
Use the right lane, then take the exit on the right. Take the exit on the right. Turn left.
It's cool that I had the right of way there, because I kind of didn't think I did. Alright, speed 70. I should be getting pretty close. I'm looking for a Bosch. This game does look great. I might give this a shot, but I'm really leaning towards throwing Project Next Gen in the mix. Just seeing what we think of it for one video, and then we'll be able to make up our minds. And maybe I'll still even try no mods on the channel as far as graphics goes. I also tried Realistic Graphics mod, which I haven't tried for probably about a year and a half. And my issue with that is pretty much just ground textures. This realistic graphics, as I barely get that word out, realistic graphics, in my opinion, used to kind of be the standard for what you could achieve graphically in this game. And then I discovered Project Next Gen, and then I discovered Foggy Weather, which at that time it was called Foggy Weather, but that was in closed beta. And then they changed the name to Naturalux, and then we had to still wait like another year and change for that to go to open beta. Yeah, sure, you go ahead, buddy. So, yeah, I've been pushing graphics for a long time. In my opinion, JBX is the relative newcomer on the scene. It's got a payware mod out. 15 bucks he wants for it, which might even be 22 American dollars, which I'm happy to pay for. I'm happy to pay that if it's worth that kind of money. That is more than a DLC from SCS. That is more than a Peterbilt 379 from John Ruda. That is more than I've donated to Grand Utopia. That is more than MHA Pro Map. That is more than the Viva Mexico map. Sierra Nevada. There we go. So it's like the most expensive thing other than the game out for the game. And I'm not so sure about that. Like, I'm willing to do it, but I want to be sure that it's as great as people say, which I have not seen the evidence to that yet. It looks so great in pictures, but I want to see it in a couple of YouTube videos in like 4K or something, you know, at least 1440, so I can really see what's at work there. But yeah, let's worry about dropping this cement off. We're in the destination city. Remember, we're looking for a Bosch, B-O-S-C-H. Block. Got a McDonald's up there. You see that? Don't see those very often. I think last time I saw one, we were in Israel. I don't know if it was Tel Aviv or somewhere else. But
Take the exit.
look at this little city. Speed limit is 50 kph. Oh my. I think I've been here before.
Straight. Navigation resumed.
Hopefully at some point it becomes obvious where I go. Ah, there we go.
You have arrived.
Not sure about the ground textures here. had axles I could lift, I would. Yeah, ground texture fail here. I'm not sure if this is a Naturalux issue or if that's an SCS ground texture. It's pretty bad. Looks like Eurotruck Simulator 1 or before. That wasn't too good. Oh, gotta back up one more time. That should do it. Alright. Parking brake, engine, flashers, lights off. You know the drill. Thank you for coming along for this long trip. If we're anywhere close to upgrading, leveling up, this should do it, but I don't recall where we're at. I don't think that'll be enough for 13, but it was a good run. It was a good run. We're here in Pluck, so I'm going to probably find somewhere to sleep before our next video commences, and I'll pick a trailer and a destination, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to tell your pet grasshopper about this, but make sure you like the video, share it or something, do something smart with it, and we'll see you in the next one.